So in this video, we need to talk about a new YouTube feature that's designed specifically to help small channels get discovered on YouTube. Some are calling it cool, huge, game-changing, low-key genius. But is it worth the immense amount of this it's receiving? Yes, that is literally what it's called. YouTube Hype, designed to help fans support up-and-coming creators, and this is a summary of how it works. We all know and understand how the like button works, but in the future, when, as a viewer, you smash it, you'll be offered an additional option to hype the video. Now, this is where things get quite interesting. Hypes do not work in the same way that likes do. Hyping a video doesn't give it one hype, it gives it hype points. And this is going to become very important later on. The top 100 videos with the most hype points will end up on country-specific leaderboards, which will be shown in the Explore section of YouTube. So the basic principle here is that if you hype, support your favorite creators, there is now a place where that support can be reflected on YouTube, meaning that the creator can enjoy more discovery opportunities. But why not just do this with a likes leaderboard? Well, this is where things go from quite interesting to very interesting. Hypes have rules, the first of which is that the video must be less than 7 days old. But more importantly, YouTube have built scarcity into the value of a hype. You can only hype 3 videos per week, so you have to carefully consider who your hypes might go to. Just think about that from a psychological point of view for a moment. You're going to want to support the underdog and save your hypes for the smallest channels that really need it. I know I will. And then we have the hype point system itself. The size of a channel will determine how valuable each hype is. YouTube hasn't provided a scoring system yet, but let's say, for example, a channel with 50,000 subscribers gets 10 hypes, which are worth 1,000 points each. However, a channel with 500 subscribers only gets 3 hypes, but each one is worth 5,000 points. YouTube described this as a small creator bonus or points multiplier for channels with fewer subscribers. But right now, I don't know what constitutes a small channel in YouTube's eyes, and I suspect this is going to be one of those figures YouTube never reveals. What I can tell you is that the hype feature is only available on videos from creators between 500 and 500,000 subscribers. So when we do talk about this feature potentially being the game changer for small channels, it's more like small to large channels, but not massive channels or tiny channels. There are 2 more important things to add to the functionality of the Hypes feature. Hyping videos does not influence recommendations or search results. In other words, none of this is going to impact the YouTube algorithm. And in the future, YouTube plans to allow fans to purchase additional hypes, unlocking another revenue stream for creators. Yeah, we might need to get back to that one. But first, I want you to share your thoughts in the comments below before I start influencing you with my own opinions. As for when all of this hype comes out, it is currently in a very limited beta test in a few countries where 50,000 unique channels have received 5 million hypes over 4 weeks. So when this is released globally, we're talking about what? Billions of hypes and trillions of points? That sounds like the biggest gamification project in history, doesn't it? So what are my candid thoughts about this feature? Well, hype and subscribe? I think any initiative to get more small creators in front of more viewers and a wider audience should be welcomed. And YouTube say they are doing this because over 75% of those surveyed want to help small channels grow. Now, the hype button and points gamifies things in an entertaining way, and the leaderboards create a satisfying level of competition. Getting people to do stuff for you on your channel is nothing new, but like and subscribes have been around for more than a decade, and they are an infinite resource. Hypes, on the other hand, will be more precious, so you as a creator will need to do more to earn that hype. In theory, that should translate into more focus on value and a deeper and closer relationship with the audience. But in reality, could the new catchphrase of many a would-be YouTuber be, if this video gets 1 million hype points, I'll fill in the blank. YouTube hyping is a completely new way to get discovered, and I'm quite positive that creators and their content will be put in front of brand new audiences they would have never have reached before. But, and this is a very, very, very big but, will it reach the right audiences. Let's go back to that critical sentence from earlier. Hyping videos does not influence recommendations and search results. That means a video could get 1 billion hype points, but it won't influence at all whether a video appears here or here. This is good in the sense that the algorithm, which I happen to think works already pretty well, is protected. But it also means that this feature relies a lot on users of the platform visiting these new leaderboards that, as I understand it, are sorted by country, not niche. So how relevant the content is going to be to the average viewer is going to be a hard question to answer. When we look at the biggest challenges many small creators face, which is getting discovered, the hype feature doesn't help any creator under 500 subscribers, although that's probably a wise choice to prevent all sorts of hacking exploits. As for channels above 500 subscribers, well, it doesn't help them get their content recommended more by YouTube or higher ranked on search. So it doesn't solve any existing creator challenges. What it does do is create brand new opportunities to get discovered, but that relies on creators mobilizing their community to take action and hype their videos. And while YouTube have already boasted about the huge amounts of hype engagement in their limited tests, what they haven't mentioned is how much all of this translates into what's most important to creators: views and watch time. I don't know if you noticed in these mockups, but the leaderboards show hype points, not views. So who is visiting these leaderboards and how many people are watching videos that are on it? And then of course we have this little gem. In the future, fans can buy more hypes. Doesn't this lead us down the slippery slope of pay to win? I don't want to get too cynical about this, but it does feel a little similar to how YouTube have been pushing that promotion tab to creators as a way of growing their channels. It just seems to go against the YouTube fundamental of a level playing field, and that the best way to get discovered and grow a channel is through providing value and reaching new audiences organically. Now let's take money out of it for a second. What does 3 free hypes per week mean? Per channel or per Google account? What's to stop bots making a mockery of the free hypes and a black market appearing on the internet that focuses not on selling views or subscribers to channels, but hype points? So have I been sufficiently hyped by this feature? Nah, I don't think so. Let's be clear about this. YouTube isn't in the business of creating hacks, exploits, and unfair shortcuts. I don't think this is the magic bullet everybody is hoping for, and I'm worried that creators will build this feature up too much in their minds so that it overpromises yet underdelivers. And I do hope that bad actors don't destroy the intention behind this tool, because I think it has a lot of promise. I guess we'll find that out this time next year. This feature, by the way, was just one of many announced at a recent YouTube event, and there are some mentioned in this video that I think are more important, so make sure you give it a quick watch.